right, so how we pay for this conference and all of that, you guys know that we fundraise. With that, I wanted to bring your VP of Fundraising, Laura, to talk about our upcoming fundraising opportunities. So give it up to Laura.
Good evening, everyone. I just wanted to remind you that the semester is almost over and we only have 2 more fundraising events left for the year. The first one is the WWE Survivor Series event that's going to happen this next Sunday, November 21st. I know it's the state leadership conference that same weekend, but if you're not going, I strongly recommend you to come to this event since it will help you to fundraise for like the conference, there's districts and states next semester. The report time is 3 to 4 p.m. And the dress code is like always white, plain V-neck shirt, black pants, black shoes. Black shoes, leak resistant shoes. Last time, some of the members from TEEC that helped us fundraise had dressing shoes, and they told us that because of that, they could fine us $50 per member if they didn't have the appropriate shoes. So I really strongly recommend that you get the resistance. They go from like $20 to $30. So what we're doing is that since once you fundraise at the game, we won't, normally the chapter takes 20% off of whatever you fundraise. This time around, once you come with your receipt, we'll discount the 20% of whatever you fundraise. Our last fundraising event is not actually a fundraising event towards conferences. This will be the game, the Heat versus Atlanta on December 4th. And the actual event is towards fundraising for our community service project next semester. It's going to be December 4th. It's a Saturday, and report time is 3 to 4 as well. The dress code is the same. And do you have any questions?
Let's make some money. Yeah.
If you want to sign up for any of the events, just see me after the meeting.
All right. So, as we keep going on and as the semester comes to an end, it really comes time for us to prepare for competition. And generally, we can start preparing for competition in January, but this year we want to start really early. And we believe the first thing that we need to do is try to define what is it that you want to compete in. What is it that are your strengths, your weaknesses, and see where our chapter is in terms of the competitions that we have covered. So for that, we're going to bring Lou to tell you more about the competitions that we're going to be involved in.
Before going further, can I see by show of hands who here are new members to the FBLA PBL? To FBLA PBL in general, not including FBLA.
Oh.
Okay, can I see our FBLA vets? Alright. Alright.
Oh. Wait, what?
Alright guys, our competitive event is where we show as a chapter where we are in our state, in our district, state, and national level. We compete in many events across every field in business, computers, finance, and many others, among these. In FBLA and PBL, we have 3 types of events. We have the written exams, which are very intense exams covering fields of accounting, finance, economics, management, many fields among them. Oh.
That's all right. I got it. Put it down.
Okay. We also have skills. These are for our more computer savvy people. If you can produce work in a quick amount of time, in Office, in databasing, in desktop publishing, skills is for you. Basically, they give you an assignment and they give you a time limit. In that hour or 2 hours, depending on the event, you have to produce work, and there's also a smaller exam that goes with it. And the best of all, performance. Performance puts you up in front of judges competing in many fields, from public speaking, parliamentary procedures, among others. Basically, here's where you show how well you can actually deal with problems in front of judges and give a customized performance. Most of these events can either be done individually or in team events, and some of them can be done either team or individually. When do we compete? We competed 3 times during the spring semester. The first competition that we have coming up is our district leadership conference for District 5. In this conference, we'll be competing against schools in the area, Palm Beach, Dade, among others. Now, a little difference from FBLA that you probably remember. You don't actually have to place in districts to go to state level. That's a big difference from FBLA to PBL. But it helps so that way you understand what competition you have within your own district, and it helps you prepare for states. At State Leadership Conference in March, we'll be competing against every chapter in the state of Florida to see who gets to go to the National Leadership Conference, also held here in Orlando this year. And of course, the National Leadership Conference held in the summer. That is the biggest competition. This is where you represent FIU and Florida at the national conference among all the chapters in the US and some Europe. All right. Right now, your executive board is preparing materials for you guys to compete with. And for that, we kind of need a little bit of your help. To better understand where we stand, we're going to be holding a little survey after the meeting. After the meeting, you go up to me or Jonathan, and we're going to have our laptops, and we're going to take down a little survey. All we need is basically your name, your major. If you already have interested competitions, because I've known that some of you have already approached me and told me you're interested in certain competitions, you can tell me that. But if you still don't have a general idea of what you want to do, but you're more or less in the ballpark, you can also put down what category you're interested in, and if you've placed in previous years. This year, it is my goal to get you guys all of you guys to get to the National Leadership Conference. This year it's in Orlando. Come on, we can't afford not to take more awards than we have. This year we had 77 awards at nationals. Let's go for higher. All right, Bruno? We're the best state. That's how it is. All right, Bruno?
Oh, all right.
That's a good way. All right, guys. So as the start. All right. So as the semester comes to an end, we definitely want to celebrate with you guys. You know, the holidays, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and everything else. So for that, you know, our special events committee works really hard in putting events for you. So I'm going to bring up Angie to talk about the 2 events that we have coming up for Thanksgiving and for the holidays. So give it up for Angie.
If it doesn't work, I got you. No, I got you.
All right, good night, guys. You guys look like you could use some free food, honestly. I see everybody with the long faces. I know it's a Monday. We're getting closer to our finals. So here's what we got for you guys. We are planning right now the Thanksgiving dinner, which will take place on November 22nd at 8 p.m. That event will not be held throughout one of our scheduled meetings. It will be its own separate event. It will take place in GC 285, so not here, GC. And just so you guys know, it's for all PBL members, all new members, and also some new people that were recruited from other chapters. We'll be having food, tons of food, and also a speaker, 2 speakers actually, who will help us a little bit better to get a better grasp, a better understanding of competitions and the PBL experience itself, since we will have a lot of new people here. However, if you could be please so kind to RSVP, we don't have the email there. Okay, well, on the newsletter that was sent out to everybody, there is an email that if you guys could be so kind to RSVP to that email, that'd be great. That way we know how many people we're counting with, and we can assure you that we can have a plate of food for you guys. But just remember, next Monday night, 8 o'clock at night, free food for all, and another opportunity for all of us to mingle, all right? And next, right after that, we have the special event, the holiday celebration. That will be held actually a week right after, November 29th, here in this room during one of our scheduled meetings. That will be our very last meeting for the semester, so we definitely want to do something to end the year, to sort of get comfortable and right before we go into the break. We'll be celebrating Christmas, Hanukkah, and Kwanzaa. We'll be having food for all as well. If you guys would like to bring anything, I'll help out with anything, please contact me right after the meeting so I can take your name down. If not, just come and show up. It will be during one of our scheduled meetings anyways at 8 o'clock at night. And I think that's it. Hopefully we'll get to see you guys there and free food for everybody.
All right. On that same note, I wanted to bring our VP of Community Service, Iris.